Hey everybody, Happy New Year from Al Puglisi Trains. I have legendary Howard Zane back here. How you doing, Howard?
Just great.
And every year's a new year. Above ground is a good year, you know. So
Yeah.
we really, Howard, I can't tell you how we love being down here. I mean, this is paradise.
This is
another year down here.
Let's just move in. We live ahead of here.
Yeah,
Keep the trains going.
my wife, I don't know, she'd be too
My
happy.
wife would have something to say about that too.
But anyway, Andre's got a new. Well, you have a brass engine we haven't talked about yet.
Right. Got a brass engine that I got by accident, and I learned the history about it, and I had to have it.
So we're going to talk about Howard. We're going to ask Howard to tell us about it. So let me flip the camera around and get out of the picture. Well, Howard, tell us about this engine Andre has.
Well, it's a B&O P8. Now, years ago, I guess it would be 1987, I was looking through my choo-choo books, and I saw this locomotive that the B&O purchased from the Chicago, was it that Cleveland, Indianapolis, and Western Railway. It was a little Alco Pacific.
Okay.
And I looked at this thing and I says, wow, because I just had an Overland Mono K5 I bought, and it looked just like the K5. So I did some more research and I said, my golly, we could make P8s out of these things, in the Class P8 that very few people know about, because most people think B&O stopped at the P7D, which is not true. They
Okay.
went on to the P8.
So this is a P8.
It's a P8, Class P8.
Okay.
They only had 4 of them that ran from Pittsburgh to Johnstown.
Okay.
Now I brought Roy Brackman over and Bobby Hunter. We all looked at these things, and we all agreed this is right on the money, or close to it. So then we decided, well, we'll make one. Then we found out that Armin Mazzetti of the Caboose bought the Overland dump. Now, brass dealers will dump stuff if it doesn't sell in a certain number of days or months or whatever. So they were dumped for $100 a piece up to Armin Mazzetti. So he had 130 of these things left over.
Right.
So we decided to buy them from him, and he was happy to make the deal. We bought them for 130 a piece.
Wow.
And then Roy and myself went out and we bought castings. We found all the castings that would be necessary to convert these. So there were 21 steps we did. We remove items and put items on. Then Bobby Hunter painted every one of them and weathered them.
Tell us about Bobby Hunter. He's passed away.
Bobby Hunter passed away, and so did Roy pass away. Roy passed away in 02, Hunter passed away in 09.
Okay.
Hunter was the best, absolute amazing custom painter. He was an artist. And he taught me how to paint, and I'm maybe 5% as good as he was, and I studied under him for a year.
Wow.
And I was okay. I was a custom painter, but nowhere in the class of Bobby Hunter.
Wow.
He was a one in a million. And every once in a while his work would turn up, and you'll know it when you see it.
Wow.
He worked on the railway. Actually, he was the engineer on the Southern Steam Special.
Oh, wow.
He worked on the would be the what is it? It was the 210-4 Texas Pacific.
Okay.
Which was painted up for the Ferdinand train. He
Oh,
was
wow.
a fireman on that.
Oh, shoot.
So he knew what steam locomotives looked like and how they weathered. And he put that right into his art.
And then Roy Brackman was...
Roy Brackman was the mechanic.
Okay.
He did all the work. I was the marketing guy. I dreamed the project up, and I was responsible for sales. Roy did the mechanical work, all the soldering and so forth.
Okay.
And Bobby Hunter did the painting and weathering.
Wow.
And we finished 69 of these, and we took them to the October 1989 Timonium show. Everyone sold them.
Wow. What'd they sell for back then?
$439.
Wow. Wow.
Then a year later, we did a second run, but with a different tender, and they sold also for $439. And we sold the same thing. This was at our Monroeville, near Pittsburgh show. We took them to there. I guess it would have been 1990, spring show of 1990, and we sold them all out there.
My God.
So they're all gone.
Has anybody else ever did one?
No.
So,
never done. Never modeled.
So these, and you know, we don't have any of these to sell. This is you're keeping this.
They peaked at around $975 a piece.
Wow.
So they're pretty rare actually.
So if you see them for sale, it would be, what would the box say?
If you see them for around anything under $900, grab it.
Right.
Because it's going to hold its value.
Wow. Well, let me turn the camera and let's show you the locomotive. Thanks, Howard.
The locomotive is a lot better than my...
All right, Andre, so tell us a little bit more about this thing where you were talking to Howard a second ago.
Yes, and I knew nothing about this. So Tom Matty was working on a B&O train for me, a locomotive, and he said, by the way, I have this one that my customer wants to sell.
Right.
And that's the P8 right there. And he talked about the Ellicott City Scale Model Railroad Club, and that's going to be on the box. If you see it,
Okay.
if you see one, you'll know it by Ellicott City Scale Model Railroad Association.
On the box.
On the box. And what you see is exactly the way it came. So
Wow. Let's run it.
yeah, let's run this thing.
Got the wrong. Keeping it real. That was a
Keeping it real.
Peabody Coal Company that's actually just got out of the way, folks. She's just gotten out of the way with a small load. All right, let's get her out of here. And let's hear that whistle. And we're heading toward Licking Creek. What a cool locomotive. There she goes. Tell us about these cars, these
These
passenger
are all right out
cars.
of Howard's collection. These are all wood cars. Actually, the first one is a brass model, and the last three are wood.
Are they? All right, we're stopped at the station here for just a second. You know, folks,
Because you're close to it.
we're checking out
Look at
this
all the
scene here.
structures. I mean,
This scene is just absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Howard, you're a genius creating these scenes. You are, man. I'm telling you. This is just gorgeous. Well, folks, thanks for watching this video. This is a pretty cool story about a pretty cool locomotive, and interesting backstory on this. This one's not for sale, so if any of you are B&O collectors and you're looking for this, unfortunately, Andre's not going to sell this, and Howard doesn't even own one of these in his collection. But it's a pretty awesome story behind it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And those passenger cars have some really, really old trucks on them that we were running. And Howard suggests that we put some new Central Valley trucks on them. And we're going to do that. We'll add that to our to-do list in the new year. We have, like I said, we're all working hard to get the little bugs out here and there so that we can keep bringing you these videos. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time.